All right, let's look at another example. We're going to kind of mix it up a little bit. Find the component form of a vector where the magnitude is 6 and the angle is 150. So if you can, I put our unit circle here to kind of help us visualize. Let me do a quick sketch maybe. So here's our coordinate plane, imagine. So it's pointed something like this. So we know that its magnitude is 6 and this angle right here is 150 degrees. So they basically want to know, if I make a triangle here, what is this component? What is that component? So we're just breaking it into two pieces. Notice we've done stuff like that before. All it is basically working with a right triangle. And so let's go ahead and find those pieces. So if I applied, and there's different ways we could do it here. I can just use my unit circle. Because that's 150, you could put a 30-degree angle right here. Remember, that'd be a reference angle. So there's different ways we could work with this. Let's go ahead and set it up though. So if I wanted to figure out my y component, well, I could do sine, right? Sine of 30. So sine, in fact, I'll just do it this way. Sine of 150 is fine. Equals y over 6. And so, of course, my y component equals 6 sine 150. Let's do the same thing for my x. So cosine now would equal x over 6. And so x would equal 6 cosine of 150. Now don't let the 150 bother you. I could have put 30. The only thing the 150 does, it automatically builds in a negative for my x component. If you look at 150 over here, of course my cosine's negative, right? We're in the second quadrant. Sine is still positive. So you could do it either way. You just need to be careful with your signs. So let's put those together now. So 6 cosine 150. So x equals 6. What's the cosine of 150? Negative root 3 over 2. So of course that would be negative 3 root 3. What's my y going to be? Well, it's going to be 6 times the sine of 150, which is 1/2. And so it's 3. Now let's put it together like they asked. So my x component is negative 3 root 3. My y component is 3. And there is the component form of the vector. It has a magnitude 6 and an angle of 150 degrees. So it's just working backwards. Strategies we've seen though: draw a triangle. Hey, basically apply SOHCAHTOA like we've done a bunch of times already in this class.